social justice theme was child abuse. Child abuse is more than bruises or broken bones. While physical abuse is apparent due to the scars it leaves, not all child abuse is as obvious. Ignoring children's needs, putting them in unsupervised, dangerous situations, or making a child feel worthless or stupid are also child abuse. Regardless of the type of child abuse, the result is serious emotional harm. It is an American epidemic that kills 3 times as more children than all childhood cancers combined. Most child abuse occurs at home, and a small amount even occurs in places like school or other places that children are typically around. In 2005, 1,460 children died from either child abuse or neglect. 80% of these deaths were of children 4 years of age and under. To add to this significant number of deaths, another 899,000 were victims of abuse or neglect. These children were either abused sexually, physically, emotionally, psychologically, or neglected. Neglect is when the responsible adult fails to provide for the child in the proper way, including physical, emotional, educational, or medical. Neglect is also the highest form of child abuse used. The group of children that is most victimized are under the age of 3. Girls are reported more than boys for being victims of sexual abuse. 70% to 90% of these children are molested by a family member or friend, and 62 of pregnant teens were raped, molested, or sexually assaulted before their first pregnancy. 1 in 13 kids with a parent on drugs is abused regularly. Children who have been abused or neglected are 59% more likely to be arrested as juveniles, and 84% of all inmates were either abused or neglected as a child. Women are also more likely to be held responsible with neglecting their children than men, and younger mothers are more likely to neglect or abuse than older mothers. In most cases, if one child is born to mothers who abuse drugs, or one child is being victimized, then other children in the family are as well. 1 in 10 babies born to mothers using drugs are born to mothers using drugs. Lastly, 1/3 of these children being abused are more likely to become the abuser as an adult. I picked this theme because child abuse and neglect is a prominent problem in the U.S. today. I'm a firm believer that child abuse is extremely wrong and something drastic needs to be done about it, and major efforts need to be taken to stop it or lessen the chance of it from happening. Not only do steps need to be taken to stop it, but information should be given to young adults today so they can know more about information about it and how dangerous it is. I chose the song Concrete Angel because I felt it displayed physical child abuse and the effects it can have on a child, such as depression and even death. However, this song also shows even though something can be as bad as getting abused as a child, it is always best to stay strong and get through things. I also chose this song because I already had known it and I liked it before. It says, she walks to school with a lunch pack. This shows that the little girl talked about in the song has to do some things that a parent would usually do for the young child, such as pack her own lunch for school on her own. This is probably because her mother doesn't care or doesn't show enough interest or love toward her daughter to do so. Nobody knows what she's holding back. The young girl doesn't tell anyone that she is being abused by her own mother, therefore no one knows what truly is going on. Wearing the same dress she wore yesterday, this shows that once again that the young girl's mother does not care for her enough to make sure that she has clean clothes to wear, and the young girl also dresses herself. She hides the bruises with linen and lace. The clothes she wears hides the bruises that her mother has given her by abuse. The teacher wonders if she doesn't ask. The young girl's teacher is concerned about the girl, but she's afraid to ask of what the bruises are from, but she doesn't want to get involved or cause trouble. It's hard to see the pain behind the mask. She has a happy presence about her like a normal little girl her age should have, yet in her heart she's extremely hurt by the words, actions, and even lack of actions from her own mother. Bearing the burden of a secret storm, she carries the weight of the burden of her own mother abusing her, yet no one knows about it and it's secret to the rest of the world. Sometimes she wishes she was never born. She wishes she was never born because maybe then she wouldn't feel like such a nuisance to her mom. She also may feel this because since she doesn't live a very good life here, it may have been better if she would have never been alive. Through the wind and the rain, she stands hard as a stone. This is symbolizing that even though there are struggles in her life, she stands strong as she can. In a world that she can't rise above, this is saying that she doesn't have anyone to turn to or help rise above or get away from her mother's abuse. But her dreams give her wings, and she flies to a place where she's loved, Concrete Angel. Through her dreams, she goes to a place in her mind where she can find peace with herself and stay strong through these tough times. In this sense, Concrete Angel is a symbol that shows the young girl stands strong through the difficulties she faces throughout her life. Somebody cries in the middle of the night. In the night she cries because of the way her mother treats her. The neighbors hear, but they turn off the light. The neighbors hear the young girl crying, but instead of getting involved, they don't take actions, probably for the same reason the teacher didn't. A fragile soul caught in the hands of fate, an innocent child who was brought into a violent childhood environment with no way of preventing it herself. When morning comes, it will be too late. By the time morning comes around, it will be too late for anyone to do anything about it if they tried, because by this time the young girl may or will have lost her life. Through the wind and the rain, she stands hard as a stone. In a world she can't rise above, but her dreams give her wings, and she flies to a place that she's loved, Concrete Angel. This part of the song is referring how the young girl withstood her difficulties as best she could in the world, which she felt that she had nowhere and no one to turn to, and that there is a possible way to rise above the abuse or overcome. The dreams of the little girl gave her a sense of positivity in her life, and also let her escape reality. However, the wings she was given were angel wings, and she flies to a place where she loved, which in this case would be heaven. Concrete Angel, in this sense, is now talking about the tombstone on her grave, and how she has tried to be as strong as she possibly could. The statue stands in a shaded place, the statue of her grave that stands in a shaded place in the cemetery. An angel girl with an upturned face. This could be translated two different ways. Either the angel on her tombstone has an upturned face, or the little girl who is now an angel has her face upturned towards heaven. A name is written on a polished rock. The girl's little name is engraved in the tombstone on her grave, a broken heart that the world forgot. Her heart was broken by her mother, and no one reached out to help her, therefore leaving the girl to feel forgotten by the world around her. And then the last verse.